we are going to see DOM object, that is document object model events. Today we are going to see 4 events: on submit, on reset, on load and on unload. As we have already seen what is document object model, right? What is document object model? Document object model is a structure of a document. Okay, it specifies the structure of the document. So today we are going to see the events on document object model. The first event is on submit event. The on submit event fires when the user clicks on submit button. Right? What happens when the user clicks on submit button? It will call the page which is mentioned in the action of form tag. Correct? There is an option, or there is an attribute of form tag, action attribute, which specifies the page link which is going to be open when user clicks on submit button. Now instead of that, if user wants to do anything else on submit button, then we can call an event. Okay, this event on submit event is a part of submit button. So you have to write this on submit in submit button. Okay, the on submit event fires when the user clicks on submit button and presses the enter in the form. Okay, if user presses the enter button in the form, then this event will occur, or if the user presses on the button, submit button, then this event occurs. Note that the submit event fires on the form. It is a part of form. Okay, so it fires on the form element itself and not on any button or input. It fires directly on submit button. It is not a part of button or input tag. It directly fires on form. Okay, so you are supposed to write on submit in form tag. Now see, form on submit is equal to action. These 4 events are of form tag. Okay, on submit, on reset, on load and on unload. These 4 events are the part of form tag. So you are supposed to mention these 4 events in form tag only. So form on submit is equal to action. Whatever action you want to take on submitting the form, you can take it here. You can call a function, you can change the background color, you can do any other thing which you want to do on submitting of the form. So you can write it here. Okay, now see, for example, form on submit is equal to fun1. Fun1 is a function which I am going to call when user clicks on submit button. Okay, so this on submit, this is an event handler. Okay, this is an event handler and this is the action taken on this event. So when user clicks on submit button, it will call a function fun1. This fun1 is a function which you are supposed to describe in the script tag. Now see one example of it. Students, this is the example. Okay, it will ask you for the name. Enter your name. You write any name. Okay, whatever name you write, and when you press this OK button, OK is what? Submit button. Okay, when you press this OK button, it will display, it will change the background color into red and will display a message that hi ABC or hi whatever you write the name. Okay, so it will mention that name after a message. Got it? Now see the coding of this. Student, this is the coding part where I have created a form tag. Okay, form name is equal to f1, the name of the form is f1. On submit is equal to fun1. Now what I am doing, I am calling an event on submit event where I am going to call a function fun1. Okay, now input type is equal to text, name is equal to n1, placeholder is equal to enter name. Now you are displaying this enter name in text box, okay, as a value. Then input type is equal to submit, value is equal to okay. See students, this on submit is a part of form tag, not the submit tag. Okay, it is a part of form tag, it is not a part of input type submit. So you are supposed to write this on submit event in form tag only. Now fun1 is a function which I have called here. Now I am supposed to describe that function in my script tag. So to describe the function in script tag, you are supposed to start with script function fun1. This is what description of the function. Function is a keyword which is used to describe the function, and fun1 is the name of the function. Okay, so function keyword is followed by the function name. Then this is the block of the function from here till here. Now what I am doing in this function, I am going to call the value of n1. What is there in n1? What is n1? The text box name. So whatever user will enter in this text box, it is going to be stored in n1. Correct? Now what I am doing, I am accessing this n1 value in my script. Okay, so I have taken one variable nm is equal to f1.n1.value, where f1 is a form name, n1 is the text box 1 value, okay, and the value entered in that is, this value specifies the value entered by the user in the text box. Okay, so the value entered by the user in n1 of f1 is going to be stored in nm. Now document.write hi. Now what I am doing, I am going to display this hi message plus nm. What is there in nm? Whatever user is going to be entered. For example, user has entered xyz. Okay, so that xyz value is going to store here in nm, and then document.write hi xyz. It will display hi message on the screen along with followed by the name entered by the user, that is xyz, and it will change the background color of the document. So document.bg color is equal to red, where C is in capital letter. It is compulsory to write C in capital letter. Okay, the document.bg color is equal to red. It will change the background color as well. So when user presses on submit button, when user presses the submit button, it will call a function. It will first call an event, that is on submit, where I am calling a function fun1, and in fun1 I have accessed the value entered by the user and saved that value in nm, and then I have displayed a message hi nm, the value of nm. Okay, and then I have changed the background color of the page. Now see the output once again. What is happening? It is asking you for your name, enter name, right? Whatever name you're going to enter, for example ABCD, so this name is going to be saved in nm variable, right? And when I press this OK button, it will change the background color as well as it will display the message hi ABCD. Okay. We will see the another one. What is another event on reset event? What do you mean by reset button? Reset button holds the default value, right? When it is being pressed, it will reset or it will return all the default values to the respective elements from where it comes, right? So the reset event fires when the user clicks on reset button. When user clicks on reset button, this reset event fires, and it is a part of form tag only. Okay, it is not a part of button or input tag. It is a part of form tag. So you are supposed to write this on reset event in form tag only. Okay, form on reset is equal to action. Whatever action you want to perform on reset button, you can write it here after on reset. Okay, see the example. form on reset is equal to fun1. What I am doing, I am going to call function 1 on resetting the form. Okay, when I press on reset button, it will call a function fun1. Okay, now see what happens. See, the student, it is asking you for the name. When I presses my name and press OK, nothing will happen because nothing is written on this submit button. And when I click on cancel button, what will happen? It will display a message bye. Okay, now see the coding of this. See student, this is a form. I have not written anything in this OK, on this OK button, right? But I have called a function fun2 on resetting of the form. Okay, so what will happen when user presses the reset button? It will call an event on reset event where I have called a function fun2. Now what is written in fun2? See students, what is written in fun2? Document.write by is written in fun2. So it will display a message by on the screen. See the coding once. Okay, we will start with another one. Now see, you will see on submit and on reset in same form. Okay, see the example. When user writes something here, will accept that value, and when user clicks on OK button, it will display high NM, and when user clicks on cancel button, it will display bye with changing the background color. Okay, see the coding. See students, first I have created a form. Okay, in this form I have created one text box and one submit and reset button. Now I have called two functions. On submit is equal to fun1 and on reset is equal to fun2. These are two different functions which I have called. Okay, when user clicks on submit button, it will call a function fun1. When user clicks on reset button, it will call a function fun2. Now what is happening? When user clicks on submit button, it will call a function fun1 where I have described that user is going to enter something in n1 value, right? That value is going to store in nm variable. Okay, and then I have displayed high nm. What is there in nm? The value entered by the user is there in nm. So it will display high and the name which is entered by the user. And then I have changed the background color to red. That means when user clicks on submit button, the background color will get changed into red color and will display a message hi and the name of the user which is entered by the user. Okay, and when user clicks on reset button, then what will happen? On reset event is going to be called, where I have called a function fun2. In that fun2 function, I have taken one variable nm. Now this nm variable is different and this nm variable is different. Why? Because it is the scope of this nm variable is from here till the end of the bracket. Okay, so the scope of this nm is only within this function f1. It is the scope is going to be finished here. Okay, and then this nm variable is free to use. Okay, then we will store another value in this. Now see what's happening by nm. So it will display the value of nm here. Okay, and it will change the background color. next event is onload event. Now what is this onload event? Onload event is triggered when the user enters a web page. When you open a web page, this onload event occurs. Okay, when user opens the web page, when user double clicks on any icon and any web page, the web page is going to be open in web browser. So at that time only this event triggers. Okay, so these events are usually attached with the HTML body tag of the web page. Now this is the part of body tag. Onload and unload events are the part of body tag. Okay, so it is not the part of input tag, it is not the part of submit tag, it is not a part of reset tag, it is the part of body tag. So you are supposed to mention this onload event in body. Okay, so the code associated with the onload event is triggered as soon as the web page is loaded. When you load your web page, when you double click on the button, when you double click on the icon and the web page gets open in the web browser, at that time only the page gets loaded in the web browser, right? That time this event is triggered, onload event is triggered. Okay, now see, body onload is equal to in function. Whatever function you want to call or whatever action you want to take, you can take it in this double quotes. Body onload is equal to whatever action you want to perform in your function. Okay, see the example. Body onload is equal to fun1. I am calling a function fun1. See, onload event example. Okay, and the background color gets changed into blue color. By default color of the background is white, right? But when the event occurs, it will change the background color. When I call a function where I have changed the background color, see. Okay, body onload is equal to fun1. I have called a function fun1. Now I have displayed one message on the screen, that is h1. In this onload event example is written. Now I have called a function fun1 where I have changed the background color into blue and the text color into white. FG color means foreground color or text color. Okay, see, onload event example, this is what heading, right? This is the heading I have displayed on the page, and then as soon as the page gets loaded on the web browser, it will call a function fun1 and it will change the background color to blue and the text color to white. See, the background color is blue and the text color is white now. Okay, similarly, like onload, there is one more event on unload. It is also a part of body tag. It triggers when user leaves the web page or when user closes the web page. At that time this on unload event occurs. Okay, the code associated with the on unload event is triggered as soon as the web page is unloaded or as soon as the web page is closed. Okay, see the example. See, this is the syntax. Body on unload is equal to whatever function you want to call. For example, I have called a function fun1 on unloading of the page. Now see the example, on unload event example. Okay, what will happen when I close this page? When I close this page, it will display the example again. close option. Okay, so this is what I have opened a file. So onload event is occurred when I open a file, right? So this happens when I open a file. It will change the background color to red. Okay, and when I close it, it will display a buy message on the screen. See, you will get this buy message on the screen. Okay, so what is the coding for this? See student, this is the coding for on unload, where I've called the onload event, where I'm going to change the background color to red. Okay, so as soon as your web page is loaded on the web browser, the color of the background is going to be changed into red. And I've called one more event, that is on unload event, where I've called a function fun2. What is there in function fun2? I've called an alert box. I have displayed an alert box with the message buy. Okay, now see the output of this. This is what onload event, right, where the background color gets change into red color. And when I close the window, it will display a message. It will display a buy message on the screen. See, you will get this buy message on the screen. Okay, so students, we are stopping here. Okay, in next lecture I will explain with more points of this document object model. Thank you so much. Okay, so students of standard 12, please do practice on OLE Learn, and if you have problem in opening the OLE Learn, you can contact with your class teachers. Okay, inform them, they will inform us. We will do whatever we can do the best for you. Okay, so please do practice on OLE Learn. There are so many papers uploaded on your ID. Okay, so please do practice on OLE Learn. You will get the papers there. You can reattempt those papers. Okay, once you are finished with all the papers, you can reattempt the papers. So please do practice. Thank you so much.